Hi, Lynn.
Hi, Barbara.
Lynn, we're catching up today to talk about OT and our careers in OT, and obviously we go back quite a long way. I'm curious to know how you came into OT, how you found out about OT.
I was thinking about doing physiotherapy, actually, and my parents, we live in the middle of nowhere, and for some reason there's an old TB hospital right opposite where they live, right on the coast. And I went across there to talk to physiotherapists and see what they did. And it was chest physiotherapy, and I very quickly decided that was absolutely not for me. But they shared a room with the occupational therapy service. And it just struck me that it was much more diverse, much more creative, and there was a really lovely energy. So that made me question it. And then I got a job as an OT assistant, did that for a year, and then decided that OT was the profession I wanted to go into, really.
Right, so that was quite early and quite coincidental, really, wasn't
Absolutely. It was a fluke, and I love art and creativity. So it worked really well with the skills I had. So, and how about yourself?
Well, when I was at school, I knew I wanted to work with people, but I hadn't heard about occupational therapy at all. And I went off to uni and did a psychology degree. Didn't know what to do with that, so I worked for social services for a couple of years in a range of roles. And it was working in a day centre when I realised there was something missing, and realised that what that was occupational therapy. And that's what brought me to wanting to study it, and do something more practical, really.
Yes. Yeah.
With people. So 30 odd years later, was it the right choice?
Well, it was for me because we met at interviews, so it really is 30 years ago, isn't it? Yes, it absolutely was. I've really enjoyed it. It has been really varied. I've worked overseas, I've done hospitals and community. Community has been the thing that I think is where I've really settled. And I think the reason I really enjoy it and it keeps me interested is because it's so diverse. No two people, even though they have the same conditions, they will not have the same family setup, they will not have the same home set up, they won't have the same ambitions. And I think that's really kept me on my toes, and I've really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I identify with that. I've had such a range of different roles in different areas. And in fact, having done the psychology degree, I did the training thinking I was going to work in mental health. And, I've never worked in mental health. I've worked with head injuries and people with neurological conditions and people who've had strokes. And just loved everything I've done. And it's taken me somewhere else and somewhere else. And I'm still listening, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, I think it's so versatile. It's been a great experience, clearly, for both of us.
Yes, yeah. Well, it's been nice catching up today.
And you too. Take care. Nice to see you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.